Hi, welcome to XP-Pen 6 Weeks Animator Incubation.
In this lesson, you are going to learn how to make this. Oh, an animation in which a person is going to be touched by this little cat. So, in this animation, you are going to see this beautiful and handsome, cute boy observing this cute and amazing cat. Now, in order to create the secondary action, because the first one is tenderness, in which he is just going to look at this little cat and put his head into his arm. And now, this handsome boy could not resist and is giving as much as love as he can. As you can see, he's touching his little cat. He's petting this cat with a lot of tenderness. So we are going to observe two acts. The first one is the tenderness, just by moving his head into one side of his body, and the other one is going to be the act of petting this beautiful cat. Oh, isn't it cute? Yeah, it's a cute scene. I must say that I really enjoy making this animation, and I hope you enjoy that too, because I really love cats. Actually, I'm a cat lover. I want to be a cat woman and make parkour and just into any house. But the thing is about this animation, secondary action is something that you are going to learn just by making it and observing as much as you can. And with just this scene, you are going to learn and experiment about how an action can give you a feeling and an emotion, but also you can intensify this emotion by using your body. Generally, look at what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you while moving my hands to give you this encouragement and energy to make this animation. But also my eyes are giving you something of information, and my eyebrows too, I'm making this all the time. So this with this in my mouth, and it's like a ball. And when you want to express something, generally our body knows and react for us. So my dear, I hope now you are more conscious about your body, because we are gonna start analyzing this. And this will be the cutest scene ever. So, see you in this lesson. Welcome, my dears, now to the time of making this beautiful animation. I've told you this is the one that I enjoy the most, because I really love cats. Just one time I had a cat with me. It's not owned, because I don't own animals. It's just I welcome this little cat. It was Meow into our home. So I don't really know how exactly cats move their tail. I just try to figure out, and I'm going to show you here how I did in order to make this movement. So my dear, in the first instance, you are going to be provided with the background. Background is just the white the white canvas. Then we have the character with the secondary action. And then we have another character in which he's not going to have the secondary action. He's just going to have his arm in his knee. And we have then the tail. And I'm missing where is the cat? Okay, the cat is with the person, so you cannot move the cat. I mean, you can erase or modify, but inside this file. I have drawn for this animation around 21 layers. And if you see, I have repeated the number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So for this animation, I haven't told you before how many drawings I have done, because you can see in here, but it's important for you to know. I've done 21 drawings in here. So let's reproduce. Tail. Activate tail. Okay, this is the action in which you are not going to have the secondary action. Why? Because we only have this. the hand, so this is tenderness. Is oh, so he's just doing one action in, yes, in relation with this beautiful cat. But now he's making two actions. The first one will be the tenderness, like the oh, and the second one will be giving love to this cat, petting. Look at this. I try my mostly effort to make looks like a massage and tenderness. Yeah. Cariño. That's the word in Spanish. Cariño. Cariño. For making the tail, since I told you I didn't know how a cat moved the tails like for real, what I did was I took my hand. I'm trying to draw my hand. So I take my hand like this. This is my hand. And then I just move. Have you ever seen when we make the wave and we make like this, and after this, like this one, this two, and then we make like it's like that, and finally we make like this movement. So we make this movement with our hand. This is what I did in order to imagine how cats move their tails. So for me it was like this all the time, going up, going down, like going down, and then this go like this forever. That was the movement, and everything starts by here. This is the point of movement. Now, my dear, let's copy this. I'm just going to rename this example. Example 1. I'm just going to activate the petting because remember, I'm just going to put this over here. This is the one that we are going to change. I'm going to make this with another color. The last one I already showed you. And let's go. So the first thing is that I'm just going to duplicate this in order to erase the hands of this character. So I'm just going to Control C, Control V. I have a petting 2. Let's change the color. Not petting, but in minus, lowercase. So I'm just going to use the eraser, and I'm just going to delete the hand in here because I'm just going to have this space empty for you to draw. Actually, it must be the whole arm. Yes. Why the whole arm? Because the movement start in the shoulders. In here we are going to apply everything that we have seen so far. Solid drawing, arcs, squash and stretch, maybe not that much in here because since I want a cute scene, more a little bit realistic. I'm not going to use that much that principle, but anyway, we must consider that. We are going to be applying timing and so on. So I choose my color and let's go. I create a new file so I can redraw over it, and you are going to have this on touch. Don't touch this. So let's start. I'm just going to make his arm like this. He's gonna start not touching this bed. He's gonna have his arm like this, down. Remember, this is going to be in this part. Why? Because sometimes I make the finger to the other side. Look, if you cannot make an arm, you just can make this, or you can draw like the stick figures. I'm just not putting too much details. If you want to make a lot of details, then you can go for this, the fold and everything. But remember, the important thing is the action. So I will create a new, layer. Onion skin is important. So now he's gonna start using the arc because he's gonna start rotating. He's gonna make this movement, right? So remember, we are gonna have this arc. Then I'm just going to add a new one, and then we add another one. That hand is quite weird. I've asked to a friend to send me a picture of his cat so I can have more. So then I can have more references. Remember, it's important to have references. So look, now he's turning his hand. That's why we are not going to see every finger. And we keep creating more lines. Actually, I'm listening to the birds now outside. They are singing. It's time to wake up. For some of us, it's time for going to sleep, depend of you. So now let's start with the petting. Yes. So for petting, what I did was I'm going to touch with the thumb in here, and this hand is going to start moving. It's looking weird, so I'm gonna edit this once more. He's gonna start moving his thumb into the completely head of this little beautiful cat. So then I just create a new one. Now this hand must move here to the other side in order for him to have this movement with the hand. And then what I'm doing is just trying to close the hand and making the movement of like petting. There are many ways of petting. the first time that I make a petting, when I showed this to Mark, it was like, this is the dog. Well, this is let's say that this is a dog. This is a big dog, and I make like this. This is the wow. This is the arm, and I make this movement like pat, 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 up and down. And he told me, hey, when we pet an animal, we don't make that. And since I don't live with animals, I'm not used to pet animals. So what I did, do you want to know what I did in order to make this? Come with me. This is my secret behind this cat. What I did was petting my pillow. Since I don't have cats, I thought, how do I make petting? Can you see? This is my petting in here. Look at this. I will reveal you my secret. This is the way I pet. Up and down. What a terrible petting. And I keep doing this so on. So I imagine if this were a cat, this is how I would pet the cat. Up and down. So let's go back. That's why I make the drawing that I show you. And then I went outside, just went to my home because we were on quarantine, but to the street just outside to my home, and I saw a cat and I pet a cat. And I realized that when I make this petting, I'm used to move my fingers and I don't make like pat, pat, pat. I'm just moving from one way to another. Oops, we missed one in here. Well, I make many drawings so far. Let's see how this is going to look like. Oh, what happened there? It seems like, oh no, look at this. Okay, let's change this part. I it sounds like, I'm gonna touch you. That's why I'm going to make this slower, because we need time. For making things like more soft, we must take time. I was making maybe this so fast, so I will go back in order to make this slower. So again, he has his arm here. Okay, then he's gonna go for this cat. Okay, I'm gonna start doing this part was so much. Let's erase all of them. And don't worry, don't be afraid to start over and over again. I've done this. It seems like he's oops, what I did. It seems like his hand is like it's going to break. So let's see now. Okay, this is a little bit more natural, but yet when he's moving, the hand is going to be resistant. Yeah, we are going to have resistance to the movement. Remember the principle we saw before with the follow through? The same could happen with this hand. This hand has not in movement, so it's gonna take a while to touch this cat. That's why I'm rotating. Actually, this one is not well drawn. So this is going to be a soft animation. Oh, what was that? Okay. Now he's gonna start opening his well, look at this. This arm is not that good, but don't worry. The important about this is just making the action, and that we can understand that it's going to be a soft and tender action. And that's the beautiful things. If you challenge yourself on making things that you like, then you must observe that. If I like cats, then I needed to go outside and observe a cat, since I don't have one inside my home. And life is like that. Animation is like this. We must just go outside and observe reality. So let's see now. Yeah, look now. The movement is smoother. Now let's make the petting part. For the animation that I showed you at the beginning, I took my time making this hand. And for this one, also I'm taking my time, but I'm doing a little bit more like flowing with this. I want this arm, this hand to go up, because I really want to start petting. Let's close this. Then I have this one. So basically in here I'm trying to show that he is flexing his fingers and so on. Oh, let's see now how this is. Oh, look at this. So let's keep doing. I'm gonna make this a little bit faster. Oh, look, this cat. I love cats. Kitty, kitty, kitty. If you see a cat or an animal, it's good to give love time to times. And respect animals also is important, I guess. No, it's not that I guess. I feel, I want people to be more conscious about our environment. And including things like this into your animations can give a little bit of hope and tenderness to your world. Our world. I'm living here too. Yes, I'm living here. So then I just repeat the action. So the 21 is going to be the... let's move to see. Okay, so the 21, I'm just going to go back. 20, 19, and 3. Oh, 18. So look at this animation. Oh, there was one that I missed, and it was this one. I didn't do. I'm just redrawing again, I guess. And let's see, because I didn't close this part of the leg, so I'm just making the line to close this. Okay, let's see. As you can see, this kind of petting was very different from the first one, because for the one that I did, and let me show you, petting, I take my time on making this movement, and I make sure that it was a loop. But the important thing is just making, let me show you here, activating the layers. Important is that you now saw the whole process of making this. This could be pose to pose or straight ahead. Me personally, I use straight ahead for drawing and for painting, but it's good to have pose to pose, so you can planify and make sure that you have the loop, the completely loop, or mix between both. So my dear, this has been the animation. Have a beautiful day, and once more, thanks XP Pen, and thanks cats for existing in this wonderful life. I'm gonna let you the other animation that I like the most, because look at this petting. So remember to save. I'm just going to save this for you, and remember you can export this as GIF or a movie. See you then.